Alrighty, here we go. It's Saturday. That means it's time for Steak's Puzzle Corner. And we're back at Talos Principle 2. Let's just go. I mean, I've been having a good time with this. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm excited to play more, first of all. But second of all, I was just sort of thinking about this game the other day, and one of the reasons why I feel like I like it so much is probably similar reasons to why I like Portal a lot. In most cases, sorry, I'm gonna like fix something on the stream momentarily, which is gonna probably do something weird. Okay, we're good. Most cases, each puzzle is sort of like a self-contained little unit. You go in, you're in this little room, you kind of have to solve the things that are in that room, and that's it. And then while you're in there, almost everything, you can't do anything weird. Like, you can't, like, most of the time, you can't, like, escape the puzzle, or you can't do weird physics jumpy things. It's like, there's a gate in the way. To open the gate, you need to shine a red laser at it. Okay, how do we get a red laser? Like, everything is just very sequential and logical and sort of follows that pattern. It's like, okay, to get a red laser, I need to get the blue laser. To get the blue laser, I need to do that. And, like, you can break everything down in, like, little steps, and it's very satisfying. That would probably get stale if you did it forever. So you have these, like, 2 puzzles or so per area where you have to do something weird, like these statues where you've got to, like, escape a laser from the puzzle or whatever, and then it's like another puzzle, like instead of the room being the thing that you're contained in, it's the entire, like, world map area. You're not contained in the world map. You got to figure out, where can I possibly get a red laser from, or whatever, right? Like, I just find it so satisfying to be able to break everything down into little chunks like that. What do we got here? This is a sphinx, meaning this is some sort of riddle, right? So we get some X's. X marks the spot. We're probably gonna have to X marks the spot a few times. Looks like there's one to the north of that. There's one on an island at the top. There's one on an island there that's also an X. Kind of wish I knew where we were. Looks like we're, like, straight in front of this thing. So we're either here or here or here. Is there space behind me? I don't really know. I can't really tell. That's the thing to pay attention to later. Let's go towards puzzle 1. That's always a good start to sort of get a sense for what things are in a given area. I like that. Puzzle 1. No weird little switchy. Just trying to look around the back for secrets, because we have those, like, probably switches that we're gonna have to flick. Absorption. Oh right, this is a new guy. I don't remember what it does. Does it just save red lasers? Because that's kind of cool. Or save whatever laser you put in. Okay, that's kind of sick. Okay, so that's how we get rid of it. Oh boy, this is gonna add a whole new layer to things that I'm gonna have a hard time imagining, because this is gonna break so many rules. So many of the rules that we've had so far, like, you've got to use the redirector. Like, the redirector can't move, it's got to be there to open the door, but now we're gonna be able to move lasers around in weird ways. I'm interested to see where they take this design space without making it too complicated, but I think this is going to be a hard one to wrap my brain around. And that has a lot of implications for the outside world puzzles. If you were able to escape one of these, you could have a laser of any color anywhere.
Just like this. Small groups setting out for the horizon, looking for resources.
Just kind of wild.
Trying to make sense of the world we'd been thrust into. Trying to find a way forward. It was a hard time, but I can't deny that it was also exciting. I think it's part of our nature to be wanderers. Our ancestors crossed entire oceans on flimsy wooden boats, just to see what else there was.
Is it weird to feel nostalgic for a time I never experienced? I just think I could have contributed so much more back then.
This looks like this island, perhaps, because we're going up to a little square and then going back. So does that imply that there's going to be like a switch sort of on the tip of this island if we follow this around?
It's a legitimate point, but I don't think it invalidates the sense of wonder we felt. That's what kept
There's
us
something
going.
here. There is a switch there. So yeah, I think that implies that we turn that one on. Okay, well, works for me. We had some probably words over there. Let's do puzzle 2. Puzzle 2. Okay, we get an RGB and an accumulator. Interesting. So, I mean, the only thing this can do really is make a green laser. Right? And then I'm just sort of wondering, so we could use this accumulator to get a green laser. Which I think is probably the intention. Because now we can use the green and red to make blue. Like so. And then this guy can also turn on the green laser. There we go. And that's what I mean when I was talking about it earlier, right? Like, you have... These are the exact resources you have to make it work. Make it work. You know, that's it. And it's not possible for this guy to make blue lasers. So either you're going to need to have this connect to both of those somehow. We don't have a redirector, so that's not going to happen. Proposal, bring back dogs. Hell yeah. Love doggos. Alright. Perhaps this way? Okay, so is there going to be a switch on this island? There is not. But on the island south of that, there is one. I feel like I should just do this while I'm thinking about it. So if I follow this to get to the next bridge. Oh, well, I can't talk to you. Okay, so here is presumably the other bridge. So that should put us onto the island with a switch. So now we're on the island with the switch. If we go left and follow the shoreline, we'll find it eventually. I think we'll kind of have to go around, but we will find it eventually. And I think there's going to be a secret, or like a text here for us as well.
One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict. A system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it.
And our last one looks to be on just a small island to the right of the big building at the end. So I think we just go for it. Can I walk through this water, or is that going to cause problems? Oh. Okay, it causes problems. Does that mean the switch isn't switched? Guess I have to go check that. It might be prior to me having flipped the switch. Nope, it's flipped. Okay. Let's just roughly follow the right path so that we perhaps don't die again. Well, I can talk to you.
I've been wondering, what made our ancestors settle in these god-forsaken places? It can't have been easy with those frail, squishy bodies of theirs. What makes a caveman go, yes, this frozen hellscape is where I want to live out my days? You think Byron was right? Is it in our nature to be wanderers?
I think kinda.
We do, don't we? A species of problem solvers, like Drennan said. That must be why I sometimes find myself imagining building new cities. All right.
Oh, you got all kinds of things to say.
I did. She and Cornelius were both there when I was born. Neath was just starting to take over back then, and they were still showing her the ropes. Busy. There was always another problem to solve. Did you know that she never upgraded her body? Always prioritized everyone else. That's the kind of work ethic I wish more people had. I disagree. At least when it comes to myself. For me, living is doing. I've never felt the need for a partner as such. I've met a lot of people who do. Athena and Cornelius, Atal and Damien, Sarabai and Hypatia. But that's not really for me. So far, at least. But I do have social needs like anyone. What I like is a pleasant buzz of humanity. Not too close, not too far. Something I can be part of without having it get in my face all the time.
I am with you, Melville.
The data stream overloads. Yes, they could. There are safeguards to prevent that from happening. But these aren't exactly carefully controlled circumstances. It's hard to predict. Our brains are absurdly complicated, which is why it's so hard to make more of us. Maybe she just got sick of things breaking all the time. As far as I can tell, anything, which is insane. I used to think it was the only safe way forward. Keep things simple and under control. Now I'm not so sure that ever made sense. She's so innocent and full of wonder, it should make me want to retch, metaphorically speaking. But I'll admit, she's sort of charming.
Okay, back to the game. These are all puzzles and things to look at. Not touching them now. Might as well touch this right here. True. More logs from Trevor.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins.
Jesus?
Powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth.
John
From
Carpenter.
Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you. He just made classic after classic. All of his movies.
Oh, can't make it. Okay. I wonder if that's something that I'm gonna have to wait for until post. Oh, here's the golden door. Oh, it's got one triangle up there. Interesting. We can kind of see in. Looks like it's just possibly a complicated puzzle. Yeah, John Carpenter, who died to save humanity from its sins. There's an island to the right of this that I need to get to. I'm just wondering if it's feasible to get to prior to solving the bridge puzzle. The answer might be no. I think we might have to do that first. Which is annoying, because I was planning on just, you know, doing this while I was thinking about it, but alas, it seems like that is not to be the case. Well, there's another question mark over here, so let's go grab that. What is this? It's a washing machine? We don't wear clothes. There's no reason for that to exist. That involves going over there, which I don't think I can do without bridging. Perhaps we will have to do that. Is this puzzle 2 that I've already done? I think so. Well, we can bridge our way over there. What is this? Is it a spark? Or a flame or whatever? It looks like it. It's the thing that I will never use because there are ways to skip puzzles and I don't want to skip puzzles. Crossing. Okay. So we got a fan that will take us over. There's a box here that I can bring back with me, I guess. Jammer does something. Okay, we're gonna need to get a red laser somehow. Well, I mean, we can bring a box. Box does what? Nothing? Gives us access to a blue laser portal. We need to get a red laser. Blue laser's in there. How do we get in there, though? Normally you can't use these through walls. Oh, can I do this? I was hoping I could like drop it in midair, but I don't think that's gonna work. Don't understand what that is for. Okay, what does crossing do for us? Is there like a hole I can use over there to do anything? I don't understand what this is for. It got me a box. Like, it does put me over this, which, well, like, makes me feel like I want to grab it or something. I feel like I should use this box for something. I mean, I can yeet the box over. I don't understand what eating the box does for me. I don't think these holes are low enough to accomplish anything with it. Right now, the only thing I can really do with the box is like open this, but that doesn't seem useful. Okay, so let's talk about the sorts of things I mean, right? We will solve this puzzle once we get a hold of a red laser. As of right now, the only way to get a hold of a red laser looks like to be with an accumulator, because that's the only like laser thing we have behind this door. So we need to open this door. Open this door, the only way to really do that is with a jammer. Which means we need to get the jammer through this door. And the way to get the jammer through this door is to turn this door off somehow. Which presumably is this blue thing. So what we need to do is find a way to get this laser to accumulate on that. Oh, I can jam the spinny thing. So I can put this here and put it here and then unjam it, and I think it'll grab it. Hell yes, it will. Okay, so now I can send the box back. And we bring this guy, because we'll use the box to do that. This accumulator will let us open that, which will let us bring the jammer through. And now we don't need this open anymore. So we can discharge this guy and get the red laser. Now we no longer need this door open, so we can use the jammer here, and we can bring the red laser back, and we are done. And that, my friends, is a perfect example of what I was talking about with how you solve these sorts of puzzles and how you, like, it's very satisfying to break them down into pieces.
So much history here that
right?
we can't see.
And so I was like, I can't do this until I do this, so I have to figure out a way to do this. And then eventually you get down to like, I have to be able to get this laser somehow. That's how you solve this puzzle. What can I do with the tools available to me to get access to that?
If this was
And
their home,
each puzzle becomes a mini puzzle and a mini puzzle and a mini puzzle and a mini puzzle.
they must be inside the megastructure.
And then suddenly you just have one
Waiting
particular
for
thing
us
to
to
solve,
pass the
and it
test.
is much more
It's the only
approachable.
thing that makes sense.
You know? Which is kind of great. Okay, what do you have to say? Do you have anything to say? Nope. That was Melville. We already talked to you. There's a question mark over here that we have not accessed yet. Let's go investigate that one. Are you too deep for me? No, you're not. Excellent. Looks like it's the other puzzle. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. So sprite is in this direction. So that's a thing to do at some point. I'm not too worried about that. Oh, it's just shadows. I thought I saw something weird on the screen. There's another question this way. Oh, did I go to a different island than the one I was on? No, I didn't. Galileo. There's a Tetramino waiting to reward you. There's just another problem, and another, and another. Okay, more puzzling, perhaps. Although there is a question mark in this direction. So let's do that. This looks like a puzzle to me. One of the lost puzzles, perhaps? Well, that building looks like it, but we're going right past it to another thing. Oh, it's a lost puzzle. Got a triangle here. Little triangle friend. Wow. Field of view. Okay. So we got an accumulator. Might as well charge them up with some lasers. They're probably going to be useful. In here we've got blue and a red, and we've got an inverter for a blue and a red. Okay, I think I have an idea. So if we take this guy and we do something like this. And I was thinking we go like this. That opens once. Oh no, so we need to open this side first. Because we can't connect to both of them at the same time. That opens, we have this door opened. That gap has to be for something. So we can have a blue laser. Yeah, it's gonna close the door if I open that. Yeah, because you can't do both. I'm just so I'm thinking it's got to be something about being able to connect to both of these at the same time. But I don't know if there's a place where we can do that. I mean, I could do something like this. Where you're getting that blue. But I don't know how to do this. That opens that door. Whoa. Oh, because you're connected to both, that's why. Oh. Like, I guess the point is I don't actually need that once I've gone through here, right? Like, I can just now do this. I mean, I don't know if that's the intended way, but I mean, it must be a way. I don't even think I needed to...
Okay? You're not entirely terrible at this.
Felt like there should have been... I wanted there to be something more complicated where I have all four of them open at once, but I don't think you needed to. This must be puzzle 4. Before I start puzzle 4, give me one moment. I'm going to turn on my air conditioning because I'm very warm. There. That should help. Okay, puzzle 4. Wellspring. Got a red laser that can't really escape anywhere. Got a redirector. Oh, this is a big boy. We got a blocker gate thing. A window there. There's a redirector in here. That looks like we're gonna need to find a way to get a blue laser to it. In here, there's an accumulator. We got a blue laser over here. Okay, so what do we got in here? That's a red laser. I think the only thing we can do anything with right now is this blue laser. Or we can take this guy. Huh. Oh, is there a way to get both of them? Yeah, from here. Because that'll open that. Now we get access to an accumulator. This accumulator does what? I don't think I can get it out of here. I can use it to turn on a red laser if I can get access to a red laser with it. Which I think I can. Right? So if I just like put it down, and I come out and we grab this guy, because this guy can get a red laser. And now I take this boyo and I give him access to a red laser. I can now use that red laser here to open that door. Don't know what else this is doing for me. I also need the red laser here to open this door, which can be solved by using this redirector, because we get the red laser saved in the accumulator, so we can take this. I want to do that, but that's not going to work, obviously. Okay, so what can I do here? Where can this go where I can still see that? I can get it like to here. I think is probably the best I can do. And now I think we can probably reverse this situation we've got going on, where I can take this guy and also get him connected to this. That should do. Now we've got my saved red laser going all the way over here. Oh, you're not quite in the way, are you? I can probably fix that. There's definitely a way to get this to work, right? Oh, we had it. There it is. Perfect. Ta-da! Puzzle 4 complete. Okay, what do we got next? We got 5 in this direction and then some question marks. Let's go take a look at 5. I was gonna go take a look at 5, but there's a memory there or whatever that I want to go see.
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's going to get worse?
Maybe.
That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong.
Kinda.
Because that way you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
I don't want to grow up. I mean, this is a thing. I can box. Oh, I guess I also need to activate that blue laser for this to do anything. Okay, so we got a laser accumulator. We might as well grab something with it. We can fill it up with blue. And now we can come back here. Activate this. I don't know what that does. Oh, does it do that? Turn switch off. Turn switch on. Boing, boing, boing. Well, that's a way to get access to a blue laser. If we ever need a blue laser, there's one there. Oh, am I not done? Oh, I am done. I just went the wrong way.
Melville?
What is it now?
Why did you upload a picture of your hand?
Why do you care that my hand is in the picture?
Your hand isn't in the picture, it is the picture.
I like it. It's very
Artistic.
Let's stay professional, everyone. It's not right to make fun of Melville's comically absurd inability to take decent pictures. She's a hyper-advanced humanoid machine, not a photographer.
You'll pay for this, Byron.
You'll pay for this, Byron. This looks like another lost puzzle. Can knock this guy out. Got anything here? Okay. In. What do we have? Lateral inhibition. We have a accumulator and we have an inverter. Right, so boom. That does something. It blows a fan this way. I'm gonna suck up this laser because I feel like it might be useful. Okay, so I guess we then do this because that allows that to open. But I need that. Hey, hello, River of Hearth. Yeah, it looks not super interpretable. Okay. Let me try to get my thoughts. So we've got access to precisely two things. If I do this, can't get any farther. So that's a non-starter. So there's absolutely no point in doing that. We can keep this connected to here so that we can use the accumulator that is accumulating the only laser that we can get. So there's no way for this to be anything other than blue. It can be blue or empty because we can't send it to the inverter and then recapture from the inverter. So this is the best we've got. So we can do this to open this door and also make a fan blow. The fan blowing is preventing us from getting back up here. That's the thing that occurs. We can get through this door now, but we need a box or like something. So we've got to find a way to get one of these through here. And while this is still on. Oh wait, no, we can do something else, right? What am I just had a brainwave and now I forgot what it was. Because we can get a red laser in this thing by doing this. Oops. And that red laser, I mean, I could do this, but that accomplishes nothing. We could bring the inverter with us now, but that is not helpful. Hooray. We can't access anything out there. Like, I want this to be something with this. Like, I want it to, like, I turn the fan. So, is there anything that we can do with this fan other than strictly it prevents us from walking forward when this is activated? Right? Because I'm thinking, like, we turn it on and then it, like, you know, blows the thing down, but doing that will not, like, reconnect us to anything. Because I don't think there's a way for something at the end of the... Ah, well, we can get access to a blue laser, I guess. If we, like, activate it, we could have a blue laser. If we activate it, we could have it, like, be connected to the blue laser. So that it gets pushed down here and then we have a blue laser on it. But that just means we get a red laser up here, which does nothing. So I guess the only... I feel like that's close, though. Because we need to be able to... There's exactly one solution to this, right? Unless I'm missing something, and there is another... a box or something in here, which I don't see. We have to be able to activate this from over here in a way where we can have one of them on that pressure pad. And it can't just be like this, because now this is going to blow us. This is very confusing. My brain is not quite parsing this. Okay, because this... Cool. Done. Okay, what happens if I do something like this? Is there any place where this can be put that will give us access to both of these things at the same time? Don't think so. I feel like I just really need another thing. Because part of me wants to be able to, like, you know, have this blow. Okay. Oops. Right, and I can't just do this because now I can't get through. So that's a non-starter. Nope. Nope. I want that. And no, stop. I want that, and then I want to put it down. There we go. That's a non-starter. This, which obviously we've done before, lets us come into here, in which we can stand on this box. This is the first puzzle so far of the entire game where I've just had no reasonable idea of how to proceed. Literally every other puzzle I've done, I've been like, oh, you have to do this, and then do this, and then do this. This guy, I just do not have a great idea immediately about how to solve this. I want to say I'm on the right idea with, like, this, pushing something down. But that doesn't help. Because I need to... Like, I want this to be something that works. There's something tickling my brain in, like, ways that this could potentially theoretically work. Right? And that idea is, like... timing? Like, we don't technically need this to be open the whole time if we can just get past it for a few seconds. Like, we just need this to be open for a few seconds so that we can get past it with something, though. And I'm thinking, like, is there any way in which to use this? Like, if this fan was... I don't want your cheap viewers. Get banned. But if this fan was, like, the other way, and we could start... if this fan was, like, the other way, and it would, like, we could start down here, and then it would blow and, like, disconnect, and we could just, like, get past there fast enough. Oh, hey, kitty cat. Are you trying to help me solve puzzles? I don't think you're going to be very helpful. How do I solve this puzzle? Hey, Lemon, how do I solve this puzzle? Okay. Not very helpful. Like, because it's got to be that, like, that's, like, logically one of the only ways that makes sense. I do not, it is not, like, it's not physically possible to activate this from over here, right? That is, like, I can't put this through the door. So it is not physically possible to activate this from over here. So there's got to be some way in which we can activate it for long enough to open this, but while bringing something through. And I think it's got... I knew these accumulators were going to be, like, the death of me. Because I think it's going to be something like that. There's, like, so many little ideas that are, like, bouncing around but are not able to fully form into a like a thought, right? Because, like, what I want to do is somehow use this, right? Like, I want to get this going to then, like, blow this guy down so that it then, like, grabs this and keeps this activated, like, while this is over there, because this is now the... this is the thing, like, giving it its juice. Like, it's something to do with the fact that this is... it's something to do with the fact that this is specifically an accumulator. Right? Right? It's something to do with the fact that this is specifically an accumulator. If this was like a redirector, this solves our puzzle in a different way, right? So if I take this, I discharge it, and I... okay, cool. Now this can be a red laser that I'm gaining. So then I'm thinking something like... well, I just want to experiment. So what happens if I put this here? And now this is a red laser, so I can connect it, right? And it blows that guy back to this point, which is not far enough to really do anything. That was promising. Not far enough. No, they probably tested that. I imagine they tested that. I can't grab things through that door. No. Okay. So we've got this guy who is a red laser now. Like we've used the so technically, I guess now we no longer need that inverter, right? That inverter no longer matters because we can just use this to activate that laser. If we could find a way to put it down somewhere in a place where we could actually activate the laser, which I don't think we can. Right? So this inverter has precisely two uses. We can use it to either flip this to this, just to have that active. We can store a blue laser in that from this to be able to activate this from the other side. Right? That's a thing. Or we could use it down there somehow. What's the puzzle called? Sometimes that has a hint. Lateral inhibition. So like it's preventing you from moving sideways. Can't access, like, I want that to be a thing. I really feel like we need to, it has to be something with a fan, but there's no way of doing anything useful with the fan. Especially since the fan is going the other way, right? Because I would think, like, you know, you could blow something down the hallway or whatever, but that's not helpful. I don't think this is going to do anything here. There's no way of getting this. Can almost get around, but... And even when we, like, blow stuff back, it doesn't blow all the way. It blows to, like, here, which doesn't have any access to anything. This is probably extremely frustrating for people to watch. Because I got nothing. Right? This is very cool. We can do this part. Excellent. This door opens. How do I get access? How do I keep that permanently open? Does being in here give me access to an angle or anything that I can use to make this progress? And the answer, I think, is no. So we have to be able, we've got to be able to activate that fan from over here while still keeping access to one of these things. And I have no idea. I'm a little bit lost. I mean, if I tried turning it off and on again. Oops, discharge. What's it called again? Lateral inhibition. Cool, so now we've got access to a red laser by using that inverter. Okay, cool, we can do this. That does nothing. It means that we don't need this anymore, right? Like, I can bring this through with me. Congratulations, you're now over here. Why is this so hard for me? I mean, now I've got a blue laser, and I can send the blue laser to that. Neat. Okay, well now I can have a red laser over here, but this cannot connect to anything from over here. Stupid fan. I'm fairly convinced there's nothing like I both want this puzzle to have something to do with the fan and also not to have something to do with the fan. Like, I can't see a way in which to keep things over here to like activate this guy from over here without the fan. But also, I'm fairly convinced that the fan exists entirely to prevent me from walking up the hallway with just, like, the inverter here, right? If the fan wasn't there, we could put the inverter here, walk up the hallway with this, be done. So can we, is there a way to activate this without activating the fan? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. So we have to be already over here when we activate the fan. Which means we need to either activate it through this way by using like the blue laser onto the inverter on the other side. Oh fuck! Does this work? Will one override the other? Oh, that's not quite right. I thought I had a great idea, because I was thinking, like, I could do something like this, but that's not going to work. I was sort of hoping that I could, like, have one laser hit the other laser or whatever, so that this would be off, and then I could move through. Oh, that might be the right idea, though. Because it might have to... What if I turn this into a red laser? Yeah! And then we take this off, and that's gonna activate. Fuck yeah. Genius. That made me feel real smart. We got it. Eventually. New content? Farming obsession. Ancient human farmer. A simple farming simulator. It's just a game. Don't worry about it. Woohoo, that felt good. Okay. Puzzle 6. Those like eureka moments from this game when you like discover how a mechanic works, because obviously everything is possible, right? Like you have that's what I love about games like this and Portal and stuff, where there's like you have a self-contained puzzle, it's in this room, you have access to exactly these resources, figure it out. There's obviously a way to do it, and you can like you have to figure out how to utilize your resources that you have to do the things that you're required to do. And often that like involves learning a new mechanic, right? Like I'm just thinking like the simple cases or whatever. A jammer will let you go through a door. If you now have 2 jammers though, you can bring the jammer through the door with you, because you can jam it from one side, go to the other side, jam it from that side, go back, grab the first jammer and bring it through, right? Now you've like unlocked that technique for dealing with a door when you have 2 jammers, and just when you think you have like the techniques down, the game introduces a new way to utilize something, gives you another technique for something, and then now you can utilize that technique in some sort of puzzle, which it's also extremely satisfying. Okay, what do we got? We got a green laser over here that we can get, but we can't bring back through. There's a drill wall, so we'll have to probably access a drill to do something with that. So the only thing we can do to go forward right now is open that door and go in here. RGB, blue laser. Can this activate the blue laser? It cannot. Well, I mean, we could do this and gain the blue laser, and now we can take this and activate the blue laser, which is going to give us an RGB. This has to open from the other side. I think we no longer strictly need access to this section. We can shoot through here. If we have access to a green laser now, which I don't think we can until we get the drill, we could use the blue and the green to activate the red. What can we do with this right now? Nothing, really. What it could technically do, I guess, is hold down this for us if we want to, and we could go try to gain access to another laser. But I don't think that's extremely helpful. Oh, I guess I can go through here. I shouldn't discount that. This gives us, here we go. So this is going to give us access to our drill, which we can then use over here somewhere, presumably to grab a green laser. I don't think I need this anymore. How do we solve this? We need to have a blue and a red at the same time over there. We can redirect a blue through here, and then we need a green and a red. Okay, so I think we want to do something like this and just get access to this green laser. In order to do that, though, We're gonna need this guy, which we can't get back through unless we bring another thing through with us. I mean, I'm gonna need to come back and get this, so I don't really know how this is helping. But oh, that's not because oh no, I'm stupid, very stupid. I forgot you could put things through holes. That's kind of the whole point of the drill. So we put this in here. There, we now have a green laser saved. We no longer need this drill in any way, so we can use it to be the way to keep this door open. We can bring this through. And then we need the green laser, which we can bring through. Because now we take this guy and we go blue, blue, and put it down so that we have access to it. This guy now needs to be blue, blue, green, and we can keep connections and put it there. Ta-da! I'm the best. That's a very satisfying little pattern. What happens if you touch these after you've already solved the puzzle? Oh, you can restart it. Okay. We got a question mark over here. Oh, that's probably the vaults. Yeah, hello vault. Or what's it called? Lab? Lab. I keep calling them the vaults because I don't know, they remind me of like Fallout or like Portal or whatever. And you get these like blue doors. Or red doors, I guess, depending. I like these because they often preview the next area. They sort of like show you what the next puzzle mechanic is going to be a lot of the time. You're not open? How did you get here?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Moran. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here.
It's a bit weird talking to your back.
But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure.
Hello?
I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history.
Kinda.
But that's why I needed you.
Why?
Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
I just want to solve the puzzles, man. A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal.
I agree, it's all very
We're
arbitrary.
afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something.
The
anything,
philosophy in this
to
game
get
certainly
people to
makes me
understand that
feel
we do actually
feelings,
have free
however.
will. That building a thriving, expanding
Not necessarily good ones.
civilization
Very complicated
doesn't
feelings.
have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over. Yes. Because this is something unexpected. An anomaly.
An anomaly.
Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become.
Does it?
It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop.
I mean, okay.
All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this. The puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I have no idea.
Neither do I, 1K. But I try to be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
There's a chessboard. Although, that is not a valid chess position. Given that there are no kings. There's another chessboard. Some, like, art or whatever. Some nature. That's cool. I like this. I'd love to have, like, a window like this in my, like, house. Interesting. A chair.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
I want to touch it.
Because you have no idea what you're dealing with, 1K. I think it's a somnodrome.
Somnodrome.
It's a sort of analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out
It's a
the
thingy.
theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
Something that downloads your thoughts or whatever?
Well, what we know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass.
Correct.
Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the Somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions.
It's a thinky chair.
Conversation with our own subconscious.
It's a chair you sit in and have a good
If you
think.
ask me, it's solipsistic at best. It's pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
Try it.
I would advise against it. You may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked. Not to mention risking the data we could get from it.
I want to get data. I want to do both of these things, but I think we should get data.
Sounds like a plan. Melville, I'm shutting this thing down until you can get here. 1K, get on with
The gamer in me wants to just sit in it and find out what happens, because worst case, you die and then I can just start over. But like, the like role player sort of in me is like, don't get the data. Data is important. Please do not respond. The lamp has just sent me a private message. Okay, I won't respond. Beep. Olympus believed the answers looking for the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world are within us. Our failure to him was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds, a failure of connection between the high and the low, the inner and the outer. On most days, that seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, I wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold the answer after all. It took some time to build a prototype according to the original blueprints, but there's a lot Olympus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I can apply some of my own knowledge and make it work. The question is, should I? That is a good question. Should you? Ah, here's the new mechanic. We can teleport things through holes. So presumably we'll be able to put like boxes or like redirectors or whatever in those to get them on the other sides of things. I am fully aware that all of these are fully translatable hex numbers that you can turn into letters and translate and read them if you want. I've done it a couple times. It's too much work. most of the to do it every time, and most of the time they're irrelevant to the puzzles. They are just like flavor text, so I don't want to waste time and do them. Data stream overload.
The singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
Singularity?
I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave?
Like waves.
You keep digging deeper, finding
Got 'em.
another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works.
Well, what do you mean, African or European
Now
swallow?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building.
It's
to
me.
add your own layers of meaning.
Are you okay?
I'm
You're
okay.
overloaded again. Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder. I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days.
Yeah, you're number
Small
7.
family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone could possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't
We live in a
understand how
civilization.
necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How
They don't
many
know what it's
people
like to
we
rough it,
lost.
sleep out in the woods under the
was
stars.
just the
Kids
first.
these days,
But Athena understood. She believed in
they don't
humanity. She
know the
believed
power
in
of hard
us,
work or whatever.
in the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn. The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
She doesn't love you, Byron.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she
Maybe.
isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all a test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Okay. Except I'm not going to the next station. this is just a faster way out. I have to finish more puzzles before we enter the tower, and then there's also 2 stars to get. And I do know how to get both of them. There's another zone after this one? Okay. I have done puzzle 6 apparently, so we need to do 8 and 7, I think. 7 is this way. Let's do 7. Hello, puzzle 7. Oh! Rainbow. That's interesting. My A key is being funny. Seems to be okay now. Okay. So we gotta find a way to connect all of these in a way that makes sense. We can get access to red or blue, basically in sort of any fashion we want. So I'm thinking we do something like we have to go out, like presumably we need to go outside in. No, that's not going to work because now how do we get both of these? Oh no, these are because we can accumulate or save one, and then I'm wondering, like, so could we do like blue, green, blue like this, and then if we take this guy and accumulate red and just go like red, red. There we go. Easy.
I'm glad to see all those overloads haven't damaged your logic circuits.
Number 8. And then we'll do the bridge puzzle, I think. Because the Sphinx star, we've activated this and this, and it looked like I couldn't get to this island until or I've activated this and this, and it looked like I couldn't get to this island until I turned on the bridge. So I want to turn on the bridge so that I can go do that star, and then we'll do the like chase the sprite star or whatever. Remember. Okay, so we got a red laser, redirector. Well, let's start with that. This activates a bounce. That gives us access to a rememberer. We need a red laser down here. So if we go like this and send me over, I mean, I guess that doesn't matter because I could have walked through the door. We can send this over. Yoink. Where did it go? Oh, it didn't go over. Does that not go over without like a box? Yeah. I can just walk in here. We can send lasers through this. I know that is true. So I can gain access to the red laser from here. Then I can like put it down. And then I could take this red laser, and can I get access to this? Okay, so now we need another red laser. But it's got to be up a bit. So we're going to need that box. Oh, that's new. Around. Can I get access? Can I do all of these at once? No. I wonder. Okay, well, what we can do, I believe, is send that box over so that we can then send this back over. There. I should never need to interact with any of this ever again. So now we can use this red laser here to open that. This will flip this so we can activate both of them. What does that do? Does that keep that door open? So I'm thinking something like this. No, that's not going to do anything. Because the moment I take this, those are all going to go away. Because I'll need a red laser source to keep that open. And we'll need that box over here. I mean, I could also do something like this. You know, and then I remove this box, and that keeps that open. But I need the red laser to stay. Oh, I think I need to get the red laser source over here, maybe? Yeah, that's how we do this. So we can keep that open, so we can bring this over. So now we can do this and go get this back. And now we no longer need the box, so we can bring the box over here, and we can take this guy and connect it to this and put it up there, and like just move this until that works. Oh, that's still not high enough. Interesting. Oh, right. It probably needs to be closer for that to make sense, not further away. There we go. Puzzle 8. Today might have to be short, annoyingly. I think I'm having friends over later, and I will need to do some errands before that occurs. Hello, Sphinx. So we'll see. We'll see how long I can make this go for. I was hoping to do 2 areas today, but we might just have to start it. Okay, so we need to end up straight. We have going left, going right, and going left 1. So if we start like this, and then like that, and then this isn't gonna work. No. So we actually have to, nope, I want this to go away too. We actually need to put all of these in the same direction, right? We need to go over, rotate, and then this way. Memory. I initially didn't think I was gonna like those bridge puzzles. That looks interesting. Is there any way to get there?
But that's not the only path
I don't think
forward.
so.
Embracing deliberate control.
But I like the
over
bridge
nature
puzzles
doesn't have
a
to
lot
mean
better
destruction.
than I
species
like the
of
original
artists
fill-in the
and
Tetramino
artisans,
puzzles. I found those
blessed
very
with the
difficult.
ability to transform
and
the raw
annoying.
material of the cosmos into new
I
and
think it's
better
that
shapes.
island that I need to get to,
Shapes that have meaning. With our technology,
because I should
we
now
can
be
take
here.
this
Yeah.
chaotic world, so full
Okay.
of suffering, and turn it into
Warm.
a work of art.
So that's gonna go right 3, and that's gonna go. So if we start like this, We also need to do something like this. And then if we rotate that... No, this is not going to work. I like to put the ones that are irrelevant first, but none of them are irrelevant in this case. That's never going to work. Right, because we have these guys that are going to go off to the side quite a bit. My brain has decided... I just talked about how much I like these more than the previous one. My brain has just decided that it is incapable of, like, thinking about this in a logical way. Because I used to be okay at these. No, come back. Okay, so sort of have this guy, which is going to cause us to go over 2. We have this guy, which sort of forces us to go over 2 as well, but sort of sideways. So wherever this goes, it's going to be needed to immediately be followed by the T piece in order to continue going in the right direction. And then we should be able to do this, and then this guy rotated. There we go. Once I decided to actually think, it sort of came apart pretty quickly. But, you know, actually thinking was the problem there. Okay, so I need to get to this. Can I get to it from here without dying? Yes, it looks like that is true. So my assumption is there's a switch here somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, there you go. Ta-da! Okay, and now I go back and pick up that star, and then I pick up the other star, and then we're done this area. Although I need to do the other star, but it's like follow a sprite, so it's just go in a particular direction. Oops. I didn't realize you could fall off the bridge. Oops. Well, it puts us closer to the star. Ba-bum. Okay, where was that other star?
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every
Apparently you can fall off the bridge.
on it.
It was in this direction. And then it's like follow my sprite or whatever, so we're gonna have to see what direction the sprite is in and then go in that direction. Probably should have written it down when I found it the first time so I don't have to go all the way back, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Boing, 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 boing. Can I cross here? Nope. I thought I could. I guess I can. I'm just directly in the middle. Okay. It's just light. Okay, follow my spark. Or sprite or whatever. And you're in this direction. I think I see it actually. Annoyingly, I can't walk in just a straight direction to get to it, though, so I'm gonna have to, like, spin around. There it is. Follow! Oh, we're gonna have to go so far. You're not leading me towards the statue, Mr. Sprite. We're going in a weird direction. These ones are annoying. Oh, we are. We're just going the long way around. Okay. These don't feel puzzly. Like, I don't like these ones. I like... Oh... I don't want to have to go all the way out into the water. I will die. Come back. Oh, I can wander... Oh, there's a walkable part here. I don't like these ones. Like, the Sphinx ones, they're a puzzle. It's like, interpret the little clue I give you, figure out how to solve the puzzle. Puzzles, so far, have been wildly easy. Like, you know, activate the switches that are on this location on the map. Or, like... you know, put the letters on the little things you can find from this location on the map, or whatever. But they've been puzzles. And then there's like the laser ones, which are like Talos Principle 1 style, where there's a, like you have to escape a laser from a puzzle, or like you have to basically do a puzzle outside of the puzzle, sort of like outside of the normal constraints of being in a room. You have to figure out a way how to do a sort of laser puzzle out in the open world, which I find very satisfying. The Chase the Spark one, I find extremely boring. Oh, a friend to talk to. What up, Melville?
Yes? Yes? She could be talking about a gravitational singularity. Like the point within a black hole where density becomes infinite and space-time breaks down. But the term has other applications too.
Fascinating.
You're right. It is fascinating. You know, our ancestors went to incredible lengths to try and understand reality. They built super colliders and sent telescopes into space to find traces of the Big Bang. I guess the founder was walking in their footsteps.
Okay, now we gotta go turn on the witness laser. I did beat the witness, but I did never actually do literally everything. Like, I didn't solve all several hundred open world puzzles. I just did all the like main storyline stuff. That's also the kind of game where if you aren't doing it at the time, it's going to be so hard to go back and find them, because it's also like context cluey. I believe there is going to be another Curse of the Golden Idol DLC at some point, though, and I love those games, so that's going to be fun. Whenever that comes out. Alright, who's going to scold me now?
Halt, creature
Hello,
of flame.
Pendor. I'm not Creature of Clay.
You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people?
Yes.
Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Lady, I'm a robot. I really just want to answer that.
And you repeat your mistakes until they destroy you.
Witness laser. Bow.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged. 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
To the next area. I mean, we could also go back to the mega structure. Because there was a place where I could, like, put my stars in a door in the, like, opening area. I wonder if that has something to do with those golden doors that I can't do anything with yet. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
This area looks flooded as well.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice.
We
After
sure
they
did.
died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea. South of New Jerusalem, there's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus.
Yeah,
when I
there's
was
golden
an apprentice.
doors that I cannot currently open, but there's little lights on the golden doors that seem to light up as I find more of the stars. So my assumption is I need to get a certain number of stars before they open, and then there's bonus puzzles behind them.
Gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure.
That's a new
People,
thing.
cities, mountains.
What is
As
this?
far as the sea is
Oh, it's
concerned,
like
all the
telling me
same.
where the tower is.
Their mistake was
It's just a weird
forgetting
tower.
that,
Okay.
telling themselves nothing would change.
So this area might have the little teleporty things. Is sort of my assumption. Let's do puzzle 1 first. Substitution. Bring an item to swap. Yeah. You need me to swap an item with you? How? How can I get the, I want to get the box. How else can I swap an item if I don't bring the box? Oh, I can probably take the fan. Yeah, there it is. Trading items. Okay.
I've had a closer look at the Somnodrome. It's based on the original prototype with some modifications. As usual, the data is a mess, but I strongly suspect there might be a functional version somewhere.
I know some of you have heard stories about the answers this
A
device
question
might
mark.
reveal. But please remember, that is not our main priority here. Keep an eye open for it, but focus on finding
Hey,
a
kitty cat. I like volunteered us. Well, thanks for putting your butt in my face, cat. Hello, do you want to say hi? Hello, I'm a cat, and I don't like this. She didn't particularly like being shown off like that, but... You can sit in your box. You'll still be on the camera if you're in the box. Coal mines. True. Big true. That's correct. They certainly would. What was I doing? I saw another. There's a bunch of other question marks. There's puzzle 2. Let's do puzzle 2. They're right here. I like to explore around in case there's things. The first game certainly got me into the habit of looking around for like weird puzzles and stuff, because often the stars were a lot less obvious than these big towers. They were just like hidden places.
What can I do for you, 1K? Assuming what we heard really is the founder, I think the world is already a work of art.
Aw.
We don't need to improve it. Sure. I think there's plenty inside each of us to explore.
Hot.
And it might give us a new perspective. Will it really answer all the
Do you want me
big
to
questions?
explore inside of you,
I
Alcatraz?
don't know, but it might help.
You are a puzzle. Are you a laser puzzle? You are. So we're going to escape a green laser. Or like an RGB and some stuff. Presumably we'll find some other laser things later. So keep that in mind, that we want to try to escape stuff from the puzzle or a green laser perhaps. Those are all things to keep an eye out for. Possibilities. We got a fan that we cannot detach. But we can get a hexahedron. Which we can jump up here and stand on the button. It doesn't really do anything. We could swap it for the laser. And charge her up. And now we've got access to a... Can I just jump up here? Yeah, I want to just jump. I can't jump when I'm on top of this, can I? It will not allow me to jump when I'm on this guy, which is kind of annoying. But still a solvable problem. Nothing reasonable that we can escape from this problem, I don't think. Because of the swap. We can only have access to one of those items at a time, so we can't use the box to jump over a wall. Alright. Pretty sure this is not an escapable puzzle option. Puzzle 3 is this way. Is this... that looks like water that we can't swim through. So we probably have to go around. Hey kitty cat, welcome back. Hello. You want to say hi again? Not really. No, you don't. No, you don't want to do that. Okay. Yes, hello. Hi, girl. Hi, sweetie. You just want to scream and make noise. Yeah, you probably want food, actually. This looks like there could be something secretive. Or perhaps not. Yeah, cats never want food. It is like food time for her though, so I should probably give her food soon. The wall. Okay, we got a laser that is currently keeping this door open. We have a box that we can swap for stuff. We can't bring the box through here to get the jammer. What do we need to win? We need that jammer, functionally. So we need to get that jammer through, and we need to get that jammer through that wall by using the drill. So I think what we do is we take this and we trade it and we drill. Can I bring this all the way over here? Like close enough where we can take it through the drill hole? Ah, that causes a problem. I might need to restart this puzzle. Is there a way to do that? No. I think if I restart checkpoint, it reloads it. Okay, so we need to get the jammer through. So we need to get an object through that we can use to trade with that and then bring it back through. So I think we had the right idea. I just didn't need to take the thing. We still need another object, though. Like, I guess I could swap this with this and, like, put it through. But I can't take a drill through its own hole. I can't get out. And I can't bring the... or I could... Wait. No, I'm stupid. I can't get out. Okay. Do I still need the drill for anything? I mean, I can't get it through there, I guess, is the sort of issue. And I need to get the I need the drill. I need to get the jammer through this hole. That is a thing that has to happen. Is I need to be able to get... Oh, there goes my A key again. There we go. Come on. Work. Yeah. Nope. Gone. Good. Sometimes recently my A key is... Yeah, see, when I stop moving, it says my A key is no longer accepting inputs. And it's kind of annoying. So it's just happening sometimes. Probably need to, like, replace the keycap or something. Or the key, the actual key switch. I can probably swap through the hole. Right? Yes, this makes sense. And now we swap you back. There. Because now we don't need the drill anymore. Because we have the jammer through. So we can take the drill and swap it for the jammer and put it down and we're done.
Good job, 1K.
There's a question mark in this direction. Let's go this way. New content available. Social media. What did the puzzles mean to the founder? Let's try to go to that question mark. But it looks like I need to go up. And I don't know if this is the way up. It looks like it is a way. It is a way up. Okay, let's go to question mark. That looks like a puzzle to me. A question mark puzzle. that is probably difficult, as the lost puzzles tend to be. Triangle. Alrighty, let's triangulate. Okay, so we can swap for an inverter. We've got 2 redirectors. We're gonna need that inverter so that we can take this red laser and blue laser. We can also use this. Will this do anything? No. Right, we can't get that through. And swap this for a jammer so we can see what's going on. Okay, so we're gonna need to get this RGB so that we can turn the blue and a red into a green. Yes. Okay, so we can take this jammer back, because we can use that to jam this door for now, so that we can do something else. What's the something else that we need to do? We need to get items through here. And what are we going to need? Let's bring this back here for now. No, we need the inverter. Come back, inverter. Oh, oopsies. So we can take the red laser. Ta-da. Okay, good. That gets us through here. And now what we're going to need is to get an item through so that we can take the blue laser and the red laser and turn it into a green laser. To get an item through, we're going to need to open one of these from the other side. And we have one item to work with. So I guess we could jam this. Use the inverter to come through and grab one of these guys. And now we take the jammer and put that here, and we can bring this through here to keep that open, so we can bring the jammer through, trade it for an RGB, use the blue, where's the blue laser? There was a blue laser somewhere. Oh, was the blue laser was out there, wasn't it? Do we have to go back through now? I mean, we could do this, but then we need another item. Where was the blue one? Is there a blue one over here? There had to have been a blue one over here. No, I had an inverter. Right? Am I being dumb? think I am being dumb. Yes, there is only a red laser. Okay, there is only a red laser. So we are also going to require the inverter so that we can take a red laser, turn it into a blue laser, and we no longer need to get anywhere, so we can do this. There we go. For some reason, I just thought there was a blue laser somewhere because, I don't know, my brain wasn't working right, and I had the solution mapped out in my brain with how to use a blue laser that didn't exist.
Puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
How about puzzle 4? That looks to be up there. Oh, I should not forget about green laser escaping. What's that? Is that just a memory? I think it's a memory. Oh, there's a thing up there. Presumably that's connected already, because I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. I'm either going to need to escape a bunch of things, or I'm going to need to connect a blue and red laser to that.
Mother, can I suggest something?
Of course, go ahead.
The southern part of the island is completely dead. No animals, no plants. The soil is too alkaline for anything to live except bacteria.
Yes, that's why it's a good location for some of the experiments.
Well, if we want to show that we can make the cosmos more beautiful, then why don't we start there? The desert doesn't have to be dead. If we modify the conditions, life can thrive there. And that could be the first step towards spreading life to other worlds.
Spreading life to other worlds.
What do you think?
I think that sounds like a plan.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Redirector. Blue to nothing. Nothing. Red to red. What does that do? Oh, we got a bunch of tradey boys. So to win, we need a blue laser and a red laser over here. I think we need a red laser to get access to one of those. So I think I trade you with you. We take this, put it here, and we can we do something with that? I think we need to move this over. Now we can get a laser. Something that can trade. We no longer need access to this. That can be closed forever. Red laser. Red laser. Where is the blue laser? Oh, there's another one in there, and there's a switch. That's interesting. Also, it's worth noting, can I see the thing on can I see the thing on top from here? I think this pillar might be directly in the way. Because there is a RGB on that pillar, I think it was. So I think this pillar is precisely in the way of trying to connect to it. Yeah. I believe so. Okay, so we need to get this door open from the other side, I think, is the thing here. We might actually need one of these boxes. so that we can laser on top of the box. There we go. So that keeps that open from there. So now I can bring this through. That door is just open. And that should also allow us to... I want that to allow us to laser under the door. Uh-oh. I think we just broke it. Hold X. Okay. She probably wants feed. Alright, now we have this guy. There's that, which we can't get to, and there's a switch, so I don't know what that's all about. Alright. So now we no longer need this, strictly. What we need is a box. We need to put the box in a place where... I think the answer is probably close, right? So it can go... under... No. 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 I don't want to select. I just want to place it. There. So that opens that door from there. So now we no longer need this. Should allow that to open. Oh, we need another laser. Oh, I guess we don't need the box anymore. Now that we've opened the door, we can do this and take that. And we can take the box and we can get a laser back. So now we can... Oh, I guess we do need the door, don't we? Shit, I just broke it again. Thought I had this great idea. And I was stupid. I guess the other option... Okay, so that opens that. And then I was thinking we do something like this to keep that open. So now I don't need this anymore. And then I was thinking we like box to do this. That opens that door. Now we don't have another connector. So I need to solve this in a way that does not require the box, but I don't know how to do that. If I could have you, that would be great. But I don't see a way in which to make that work. Come here. Is there a way to use this? To activate both the door and that door? And I think the answer is no, because I need the laser to get through. So, can I keep the door open? Without a box? Fuck. I keep... I didn't mean to stand in front of the laser. This one feels hard to me. I wonder if there's a way to get... There's gotta be a way to get that. Oh! There are boxes. Duh. For some reason, my brain just completely wrote off this thing as a thing that existed. It was like, I was like, my brain was like, oh, that door will open when the puzzle is over. And then you can have an extra thing that you can use to like try to escape the puzzle for like the star. But nope, that's a thing that just exists for right now. So that you can use the boxes to go in there. You no longer need to exist. And trade you for a box. But I need all 3 boxes, I think. So how can I get all 3 boxes? What I think is that I have to do it from over here. Because we can, as discussed, I can use this box here and a laser to keep this open from over here. Now I no longer need this. So I can trade that for a box. And, I mean, my assumption is, given that I need all 3 boxes, I'm gonna have to trade all of those for that. Yeah, I was like, I assume it'll allow me to get out somehow. Okay, and now we can have this box, and we can use this box to keep this door open. Which means we no longer need this. Which means we can do this without a box. I guess leaving that as a box would have been fine, because I'm going to need it to do the red laser. Or I was going to need to, I need the box to do the red laser, so I could have just kept a different, could have just kept the blue laser on the box and it probably would have accomplished the same thing. Oops. There we go. I can't believe I just, like, didn't think that that was a thing I could do. And that opens this door. So I can just leave that now. Most of the time, the doors will stay open once you are done with the boxes. Are there any sections of the puzzle that are about this high? In which case they would be escapable using the boxes. Looks like the answer is probably no, but it doesn't hurt to try. You know, I was sort of hoping I would be able to do something like this and get one of these out. Although, there's a non-zero chance I could use them to get at the thing over there. Just trying to keep this in mind because I think it's useful to do. Where is it? Could have sworn it was on this. It's going to be any way in which I can raise it up enough. If so, it's going to be like right here in this corner. But normally, they're not going to be this precise. I'm normally not this precise with positioning. If this is the thing that I'm supposed to do. Although the fact that this is... Oh, it's probably just over here, isn't it? It's that thing? There we go. Got it selected. And now the problem is, I don't know whether it's a blue laser or a red laser I need. Let's just start with the red one. And if a blue laser is what we need, we can come back to it, I guess. But there, I've now got a red laser attached to that RGB thing. So, you know, that's a step in the correct direction. Or a step in a direction, I guess. Here's puzzle 5. Twice. Accumulator. Jammer. Well, that's something. Does that do anything? No. How about this? That does something. That gets us a jammer. That we can now use to... Well, I guess my assumption would be we use it to get an accumulator so we can suck up this laser and now we no longer need it anymore so that we can take this guy. We do need the accumulator. What I really want is to have this like accept the laser so that I can then like reaccumulate from it, but I don't think that's how that works. No, I guess what we could do. So first of all, let's do a science. If I put this here, does it keep its charge? It does. Interesting. Because my thought was now I could jam this. Oh, because that keeps them both open. Oh, well that helps. And then I was sort of thinking I use the inverter to get the accumulator to have a blue laser. But I don't think that's how that's going to work. I mean, I can get another jammer, but that just gets us access to the end, which is not really what we want. I mean, I can, like, get the jammers through, but that's not going to solve anything. Like, ta-da. Jam. Oops. Okay, so like, what do we have now that we didn't have before? I need to yeah. What we have now is a red laser producer that does not require us to I think I had maybe the right idea where I need to try to get this guy to like obtain a blue. Yes, this is the right idea. Now I use this. No, discharge. We use this to gain a blue laser. There, now I have access to a blue laser. And I don't need any of these anymore. Huh. This is the thing now, though. Is I need to get... Okay. Thanks, bugs. Enjoy. This is the... So we have access to a blue laser. We no longer ever need that inverter again. We no longer ever need this red laser again. Oh, yes. We can do what we were doing before. I'm stupid. Now, can we...
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral
Well,
judgment
the
on the
good news
entire
is we now have the
species based on
ability to
decisions
get a
about
green... We have a
leaders.
green laser up there.
But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about
But
what
we
they
need
done.
to
They
escape
stopped seeing
a
the romance of
a
civilization.
reconnector? Or like a redirector? one possible answer is to escape a redirector from somewhere. The other possible answer is that there is a redirector in this puzzle that we can gain access to that green laser from and attach it to there. I don't know if that's a thing that's doable. I think it is doable. Because those doors should all be open now. Oops. And then I take the connector, and I should be able to grab this green laser and attach it there. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. Gotcha.
Horses are broken, not taught. That is the way of humankind.
Well, we got a couple more question marks. We got 7, 8. Let's go to this question mark. You're a follow a spark boy. Okay. Follow my sprite. Which seems to be right there. Let's just do it while we're thinking about it. Oh, I thought I saw the sprite. Maybe I was wrong. Could have sworn I saw a sprite. It might have been the purple, just the purple door. In which case the sprite is more off in this direction. That's it. What is that? I want to go down there. I want to see what that is. I saw something down here. I can get a puzzle solver. What? What the hell is this? Why is there a weird clockwork mouse? Very strange. I mean, I can also just keep walking in this direction. What could possibly be over here? Oh, there's the spark. Or the sprite. And now we play the jumping puzzle. What the fuck? Did it just go up on top of that? Which I now need to climb up, presumably? It did, okay. Up we go. Oh, I fell off. Oh, but it doesn't kill me. I lost it? Oh, there it is. A question mark. While we're here, let's grab that.
Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could.
Okay, now let's go do puzzle 6.
Paradise cannot be found. It must be built.
6, 7, 8. Check out the golden door. Turn on the laser. Probably done. Don't want to be, but I think I might have to be. Okay. Oh, we got another question mark too, apparently. Okay. Up and down. So we have an inverter. We got a blue laser. Got an RGB up there. Got a blue laser. So we need to get a blue laser to solve it. RGB is on a switcher. What if I bring the inverter with me? This should... what happens if you put an inverter on a green laser? I don't think you get anything? I mean, I can get access to a box, but only if I get access to another thing. I can detach the fan, and I can get access to a box. Which feels like it's not what we're trying to achieve right now. We have a blue... What do we have? We have a blue laser. I need a blue laser, and we have a green laser, and I need a blue laser to solve it. There's no redirector though, so I'm gonna need to use the RGB with a green and a red somewhere to make a blue, but I do not see a red laser. Unless there's like one in here. That's just a blue laser. Maybe we should like actually go through the process of going up here. I mean, I would need to bring something to swap with me for that. Okay, I mean, now we're basically back to where we started. Oh, the inverter can turn a blue laser into a green laser. Doy. Or, so I can take... so... What is this called? Up and down. Okay. I think I have an idea. I don't need this currently. But what I do need is something useless to swap for that RGB. I can't attach the fan. There. So now that box is useless and I don't need it anymore. And then I can bring this guy up. Oh no, I don't need this guy at all anymore. Because I can just take this fan now, because I don't think I need to be up there anymore. Oh, I need to be up here. But I no longer need that fan. So I can put that there. And then I can take this fan and swap it with this for now. And then take this off and put it there. There. Now the useless fan is in there and I no longer need it. We take this guy up. And we're going to take the green laser and the blue laser. That makes a red laser, which is not what we want. That's not the right idea. What do we need? We need a blue laser here. And that blue laser is going to have to be over here somewhere. So we're going to need this blue laser. And we're going to need this to go like this. However, it needs to be on a box. Do I need that box back? I think I need that box back. And I think I need to put the inverter up here. And now I need a way to get that box back. Whoa. Do I need to restart this? Is there any other way to solve this? This guy could be up there, getting access to a green laser and a red laser to make a blue laser, and then we could a green laser and a blue laser to make a red laser, and then we could invert it. So I think the answer is the opposite of what I'm doing here. Yes. And now this guy can come up here. There we go. We don't need the box. I just had my thinking backwards. Got a couple question marks still on my old map. Several, actually. Well, let's go do this one. Now that I've learned I can just yeet myself off cliffs without regard to my own safety. This looks like the lab. This one is demolished, though. It's all broken. Oops, we have a social media post as well. Is that really the whole lab? It's just broken? Collapsed? Collapsed. I guess it is the whole lab and there's not much we can do with that. Okay. Got another question mark. Or we got a puzzle 7 and also a question mark in this direction. I also kind of want to go find the golden door because I've gotten a bunch of stars since I looked at one last. I don't want to see how far off I am. Oh, puzzle 7 is right here, so let us do that. Slam my A key again a few times until it starts working. Says the door is that way. Oh, we're also missing a triangle puzzle, so I've got more puzzles left than I thought I did. Propulsion! Okay, so we got a drill on this side. The drill can do something. What do we need to do? We need to get a red laser up in the air. Like up there. We don't have a red laser. We have a blue laser. Okay, so now we have access to an accumulator. I do need the box, though. I think. So that I can take the box and accumulate a laser. Okay, so now we've got a blue laser, but the blue laser is not what we want. We need a red laser. Oh, I guess I can do this way. I don't need the drill, technically. Because then I can take the drill, swap it with this, discharge this, and now we get a red laser. Okay, and now we no longer need the box. So I can bring the box in here. Oh, I might actually need the... Oh, no, I don't need the box anymore. And I don't need this anymore. And just take this and come up here with it. And drop it. And we're done.
Good. Let's get some
Nice.
measurements from this particle cloud.
So I've got 8 and question mark, and then I believe another question mark somewhere. This looks like 8 to me. Transmission. Oh, we've got body swappable things again. That one was spooky. A thing to stand on to trade for a drill. We've got a non-detachable fan, but one we can activate with a red laser. We do have a detachable fan there. So that bumps us up so we can get access to a jammer. Jammer means we can get a new body. I don't think there's anything else in there, so this jammer now no longer is needed for that. This jammer can jam here. We're gonna need a... Where is a red laser? Oh, we need the hole. We need the drill to get launched up there. I think we need the drill. We need to turn this on, presumably with this red laser. Is there anything to do up here? Oh, we could drill. If we can bring the drill with us, we can also solve it. So if I stand here and I take control of my body and I grab the jammer and I trade it for a drill, you're a red. Now I have a driller. Oh, I thought that was the end. I need an item to swap with that. What is a swappable item that I have access to currently? Driller, perhaps? Because we could drill through here. Drilling through there must have some reason. It could take us up to that middle thing to get a laser, potentially. Which means we wouldn't need this fan anymore. Which means I can swap for a laser, but that doesn't help. Oh, I guess I could take this. Well, no, I was thinking I'd take this drill, put it there. Oh no, and then, you know, now I can go up, but I don't have a way, anything to bring with me. I need to bring an item. What can I bring with me? I want to use this fan for something. So that fan will be useful once I can activate this with a laser. Oh, I mean, I guess there's my, like, body that I could potentially do something with. Like, I could get up here. And now that I'm up, I no longer need... Do I no longer need the drill? I mean, I don't know if that's true. I mean, I could bring the drill up here, but that doesn't seem to do anything. I need to find something that I could... I could drop the drill here. No, that doesn't work. I need to swap that for something. I feel like this has to do with the multiple bodies. Somehow. Okay, so I need to get that red laser to do something. I'm going to have to get that red laser from the top, because my assumption is that that red laser is going to activate this fan so that I can go in here through the bottom. So I do need to drill, and I need to have something that I can trade up there. The only things that I have of it, like I could take the fan off, but then I can't get up there. And I could get myself up here. This is nice. Right, and then I guess once I'm through this hole, I no longer need this drill anymore. But I need the drill to get through. You can't bring drills through their own holes. I mean, this is where I was before, though, so this feels like it's not going to do anything. And jamming that, I don't think does anything. It just means that I can have two bodies, which is not useful. Because I can have two bodies anyway, but now I have a drill. It's got to be something to do with taking the fan off. But that doesn't solve anything. It's just something that I can use to get access to a jammer and a drill at the same time, which is not something that I care about. Because my assumption is, wait, well, why is this drillable? The fact that this floor is drillable is weird to me. Because my, like, sort of assumption was that, you know, once I manage to activate this, I will fly up through or whatever. But I want to stop flying through so that I can get to the end piece. How can I get up there with something to trade? Like, I mean, I can have a jammer, like, congratulations. There's nothing in here I missed, is there? No. So if I could get the jammer to go up with me, then I'd have something to trade, but I don't see how that's possible. Is there any other way to get up? I can get up to the top with this. This is not detachable. So with the drill, I can get up and I can go through the hole. But I need an item to swap to get the redirector, which is something I need. And how can I do that? I'm so lost. I mean, I can also I can put a hole through the bottom without having to go. Right, so I can get a body here. Without need of the driller. Like, great. I could now drop my body through, but that isn't gonna do anything. What is this called? Maybe it's temporary hint. Transmission. Don't know what that's going to do for me. I mean, I guess one thought is, you know, I can bring the jammer up here, which now means, you know, you don't need to be standing on that, but that doesn't do anything. Oh, yes it does. My assumption is I'm going to need this fan again, but I might not. No, we're done. That was more work than I wanted it to be. And we did it. Okay. I got a question mark over here. There's a memory there, it seems.
Miranda, would you like to play a game?
A game?
Would you like to play a game?
It is. Remember what Alexandra Drennan said about games?
They're part of what makes us human.
Exactly. And this is a game Alexandra Drennan designed when she was still in school. It's based on her favorite book. Have a go.
Okay. So what do we got left? We got one triangle puzzle, and I do want to go find the gate. And I think there was another question mark. Yeah. Elegance. So I've got a fan, and a jammer. Jammer allows me to go in here. We got a fan that puts me up there. I assume I'm going to need to get this fan. So we can go up here and we can get a drill. The drill does what? Gives us access to a redirector. Can I remove that fan? I don't think I can. No. But there is another fan piece in here that we'll probably need to get eventually. Okay, I think that drill is not what we use right now. I think what that drill does is to get us this jammer so that we can get this jammer through. And then, like, maybe we bring it up. And we grab the drill and bring the drill up so that we can swap for this guy, and we can presumably activate that. So then if we need to get the fan piece. I don't know if this needs to be through here. Right, so now we theoretically don't need this drill anymore. So I guess the goal now is to replace that drill with that fan? Ugh. Which I think is going to involve a bit of work. We only need one of the jammers. Like, this is something that we will need to do. This needs to be set up and, like, in place. I need to get this fan. Like, I think we need to use this. Like, I'm pretty sure we need to use, because we need to have the jammer. We need to have the jammer out. We can have two things active at a time right now, because I cannot remove that fan. So we have enough items to only allow us to have two things active at a time. We have two things active at a time. Those two things that we need to have active at a time are a jammer and the drill, I guess, right? So that we can get this fan over. But now we need the drill to get access to the laser, which we need to have active. Once we have the laser active, we no longer need the drill. So I think what we do, we no longer need the jammer. One of the jammers we don't need anymore. So the jammer can die forever. Right? Now this jammer can also die forever. We will never need it again. Because... no, that is incorrect. We need it for now. Because we will need it to swap with that so that we can get this fan going. But now we no longer ever need this drill. That drill can become the fan, and we come up here. And now that we're up, we no longer need this, so we can swap it with the jammer and go in. There we go. It's been more work than I wanted, but we got it. That should be all of the puzzles now. I believe... So, 1, I wanted to find the golden door. And 2, there's a question mark. So let's look for a thing that will tell us what direction the golden door is in. It says it's this way. So let's go look for this golden door. There it is. So it looks like one whole side of it is like lit up now. Look. And we've got one of the four. Oh, are those like the four temples? Like, we've got one of them fully lit up, so when we fully light those, should we get two? In which case, the golden doors are literally not until like the end of the game. So we shouldn't worry too much about them. Okay, we got a puzzle, or we got a question mark over here somewhere. Then we got our bridge puzzle. And then I will stop. I'm not going to go into the temple. Going into the temple is what we will start with on next week, next Saturday. I don't think we're gonna make it there. Can I make it through? I did make it through, technically. Nope. I was hoping I could get to that island from there. Alas, I cannot. Probably spawns me very far away from it. It does. I wonder if there's more. Like, is it just this, and then we're done, and there's like one final big level in the temple? That is a lot of puzzles, but it's thinking we're halfway through the game with the puzzles that we've activated now just seems wrong in terms of their like complexity and stuff. I mean, I'm sure that we've had one or two really hard ones so far, but we've gotten there. I'm just thinking, you know, there's so much design space with the things they've introduced in this. The like extra bodies, the reversals, the like the drills, the like the laser thing itself. Looks like I can go around this way maybe. The thing that like no. Okay, we made it. The thing that like captures lasers and like saves them for later. I think the design space of that is crazy. There's so much you can do with the ability to like save a laser and move it somewhere else. And I feel like we've barely scratched the surface of it.
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave. Because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
Oh, that's spooky. Didn't like that statement. Oh, that's a lot of pieces. Okay, well that's a feasible option. Those are identical. That's not feasible. This isn't feasible. That's not feasible. That's not feasible. This is. No, that's not feasible either. So we have exactly one option, and it's this. So this is now the minimum that we can go to. Not feasible. Not feasible. That's an option. That's not an option. That's not an option. That's not an option. So once again, there's exactly one way we can do this. Not doable. Not doable. That is doable, and that is doable. So we have two. This is our first, or we have three options now. Okay, so this is sort of our checkpoint. This is really what this puzzle is that there's only actually one option. So we can either go over one from where we are. Either way we go over one. Both of these have the same fundamental property that they go over one. One of them moves forward 2 and one of them moves forward 1 though. So the difference is that nothing really. I'm pretty sure those are interchangeable. And I think in either case we're probably using this guy afterwards. So we can put the square down. And then that should go like this. That goes like that, and then this one goes like this. Yeah. I think a lot of that was just interchangeable.
Hear me, friend.
Hey, Prometheus.
And heed my words. Beware Pandora.
Okay.
She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx, and who bound me in the...
The trials of the Sphinx, you say? Witness laser? Zap.
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open. There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Kaneda. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing.
That's correct. We got a star on our map and also the gate. I want to go look at those things. This one doesn't have the lights on. I wonder if this is a gate that's opened by the golden gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That makes sense. This probably opens when you open all the other golden gates. And then if I recall correctly, this is a thing that I can just like put my stars into. So like doing that doesn't seem to be detrimental in any way, so let's just do it. Oh, we filled up like the inner ring. It doesn't seem to do anything yet, but okay. I guess we get in the VTOL and go in the structure or something, and then we stop. We also stop right before, but I feel like it'll probably autosave once you like get in it, and that makes sense to me. What am I doing? I'm not going to where the VTOL landed. Yes, I am. So we got that side all lasered in now. Into the megastructure!
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, stay in touch, and be careful.
Okay.
Okay. Can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Sure.
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay?
Sure.
I'm concerned.
About what?
Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic.
Kinda is.
Dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think? I don't see it. Or at least I'm not convinced that the pattern is meaningful. Maybe I'm wrong, but please, be careful.
Will do. Okay. That's going to be me. We'll stop there. That's a good stopping point. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. I'm having a lot of fun doing these Talos Principle puzzles. And I will definitely continue doing this until it is over. So we'll be back again next Saturday for a couple hours of Talos Principle, somewhere around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. At least that's roughly the plan. But I'm just a casual at this. I don't have like a direct schedule. It's just sort of whenever I happen to have time, which tends to be Saturdays around then for a couple hours. So I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for hanging out. Until then, I'm in Stegmans, and I will see you next time.